Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Sarah Says Walking Dead Review. So this is season 7, episode 5, Go-Getters. So a little bit of less going on in this episode than the last episode. Again, playing a little catch up because I was on vacation last week and didn't have access to the internet. So I had missed a couple episodes. So anyway, we finally find out what happens to Maggie. Apparently she's gone to Hilltop. And they have a doctor there that knows enough about obstetrician and birthing babies to know that the placenta separated from the uterus. I didn't even know that was a thing. That sounds really scary. And I assume that if it separates completely that the baby dies, but he said that it was only a small tear. So she's really lucky that they have this doctor there that can help her. I didn't really realize that I don't know if I forgot or it just didn't dawn on me the previous episodes, because she was saying, oh, I need to go get help. I'm like, where is she going? And apparently Hilltop has this doctor and they knew about it. So Maggie and Sasha, after Maggie wakes up and gets out of bed, are both standing over the graves of the men that they loved. And I thought that was a really poignant scene with them both, you know, standing over the graves of Abraham and Glenn. And these two women, they share this common experience. Yes, everybody in Rick's crew saw Abraham and Glenn die and everybody was traumatized, but not like Maggie and Sasha were. They really loved these men, Maggie having a husband that got killed and Sasha who was just getting involved with Abraham and starting to build a relationship with him. And so now they're standing together basically crying over the loss of their guys, which is a really sad moment. But, you know, I kind of feel like Maggie and Sasha now have this bond that no one else understands. And so Sasha is not going to leave her without help. She's going to make sure that she gets the help that she needs at Hilltop. And so we see the rest of the episode, them trying to convince Gregory, the leader at Hilltop, to let them stay. And, you know, little do they know that Rick and the other people in their crew have said, you know, Maggie's dead. They showed a grave. So if Maggie just shows up or gets found, she doesn't know that now Rick is in serious trouble for lying to Negan about her being dead. Like, I can't see Negan letting that go at all. That's big trouble there. So they need to remain at Hilltop probably indefinitely. You know, once Negan finds out that he was lied to, shit's gonna hit the fan. You know, there's tension at Hilltop because Maggie had convinced Gregory that their guys could take care of the saviors, and here they only took out an outpost, and now Negan's really upset, and he's trying to lean on this plausible deniability that it's not his fault. He doesn't know anything about Rick and his crew, and you know, we're gonna comply, and that's it. You know, leave us alone. So the saviors confront Gregory, and Gregory says, well, there's something else you need to know about. And he's about to sell Maggie and Sasha out because he told Jesus to put them in the closet in the office, and he put him in the closet in his bedroom, full well knowing that Gregory could turn on them. And so now he goes, oh, well, you know, here's some scotch for you. And they take the entire case instead of just the one bottle in true savior fashion. And you know what? I thought, serves you right. Now you don't get any scotch because you tried to sell them out. Like, what a bum. I mean, I get it's self-preservation and he's trying to protect himself and his people at Hilltop. But to just be like, oh yeah, open the closet, here they are, take them and kill them, is pretty ruthless. So Jesus was smart enough to hide them in the closet in the bedroom. And, you know, he's stepped up a little bit. He's put his foot down, but he's still not the leader that they're looking for. And a couple times Gregory says, well, do you want to be leader now? Do you want to be in charge of all of this chaos? And he says no, but I think Jesus is really setting up Maggie and possibly Maggie with Sasha to be the new leaders of Hilltop. And Maggie steps it up. At the end of the episode, she punched Gregory in the face. You know, the person who's supposed to be giving her a little protection And she's just like, no, no more. I'm not standing for this. So I thought, well, you know what? Good for you, Maggie. So I can definitely see her stepping into the leadership role at Hilltop. The scene where the saviors open the gates and they send the car in with the loud music, I thought, okay, this is a total setup. I don't know how they missed the fact that Maggie and Sasha helped get rid of all those walkers and secure the premises again. The savior said, well, we were going to come in and save you and establish why we're so important to you. But you went ahead and took care of it yourself. And, I have a hard time believing that the saviors didn't know that someone helped them, because they knew that Hilltop was pretty, I don't want to say helpless, but they're not as big of fighters as Rick and his guys are. So the scene with Maggie in the tractor, and she's rolling over these walkers and they're just like popping under the tires. I was like, holy crap, Maggie's a badass. Here she is, she's pregnant, she's got medical issues, she's supposed to be resting, and she's like, oh no, I'm not letting this go. Like, I have to protect everybody, and including myself and you, Sasha. And this is not the first time that she's rolled over a car in a tractor. So I said, okay, all right, good for you, Maggie. And then at the very end, before the very end, so the saviors make Gregory kneel after taking his scotch. And again, it's all about the mind manipulation. They strip everyone of their pride. The leaders don't get to be leaders anymore. And they want their people to see, you are now under our control, including your leader. Your leader is subjugated to us. And there's no way around this. And so Gregory is, made to look like a fool. And at the end he goes, well, I survived. So that's how he justifies that he had to give up his pride, because it was just a matter of survival. But I think the people are seeing they need somebody a little bit stronger to lead them. And I think that's going to be Maggie. And so then at the end we see Jesus and Carl in the truck, and they're going to find Negan. So I think that's going to be really interesting, what they're going to do when they get there. Are they going to get caught? Once they find out where he is, what kind of plan is going to be formed? I'm really appreciating how Carl has grown. He's really taking on the responsibility of being a protector, being a man, being a leader in their group. I think Carl is he's kind of replacing Rick in a way, because he's just so, he's a lot like Rick, but he's a little more brash, and he's not willing to accept defeat, whereas Rick seems like he has. So we're going to see. We're going to see what happens with Carl and Rick in the back of the truck. I'm excited to see what happens when they find Negan, the setup that Negan's got for himself, and what kind of plan they're going to have for that. So what do you think that Carl and Jesus are going to do when they get there? So let me know your thoughts on this episode of The Walking Dead. Thanks for watching, Sarah Says.